Welcome back to Worthen Arena, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you today. If there was a SportsLink Hall of Fame, this man would be in it. I'm talking to Pat Boylan right now, and Pat, thank you for joining me. I'm honored.
Hey, no problem, man. It's this seat feels oddly familiar. So I remember doing these games here a few times, did a couple with Bonzi Wells, so it's great to be back.
Wow, yeah, that's awesome right there. I didn't even know that, but I'm looking at your resume. Impressive, by the way. But here at Ball State, you were involved in SportsLink WCRD. You were a play-by-play voice for football, basketball. You did obviously television play-by-play for basketball and volleyball. You went to the Summer Olympics,
yes.
The 2012 London Summer Olympics.
Yes.
How much did you grow, and what did you learn here in your time at Ball State?
Ball State was everything to me here. This place still feels like home to me, but everything that SportsLink did for me was incredible. I mean, as you mentioned, I was fortunate enough to do 3 years of football play-by-play on the radio. An opportunity like this, what you guys are doing with the TV broadcast, really no other students do. So I was able to grow in ways that I don't think I could have professionally at many other, if any other schools. And I'm so thankful for my time here at Ball State, and coming back feels just like home. And
paving the way for people like me to come in and do this now. How have those experiences set you up for your job now with the Pacers, doing the pregame, halftime show, as well as some on the TV? How has it set you up for that job as well as just a successful career?
Well, I think really I got opportunities here that a lot of people didn't get at different schools, and that's true for you guys as well, and you'll experience that once you head out into the job market. But a lot of people in their first and second years, I'm in my second year out of school, I graduated in spring of 2013 here, they're doing things in their first and second year that I got out of the way here at Ball State. And I mean that in a positive way. I learned things when I was a sophomore here that people learn their second year out of school at a lot of other places. So, I mean, like I said, it was such a pivotal thing, a pivotal part of my success here, my time at Ball State, not just SportsLink, but the whole school. I grew as a person here. I love it here. I love coming back here. And yeah, it was a very big part of the amount of success I've had so far.
So let's talk about the Cardinal basketball team a little bit. 5-25 last year, improving already 7 wins this year. What do you think about the direction this program is headed under second-year head coach James Whitford?
Well, just before I graduated was when they hired James Whitford. So I got to meet Coach Whitford in his introductory press conference and a couple times there before I graduated, and I'm a huge fan. And I think he's got things going in the right direction, and I think, we had to expect a little bit of a turnover in terms of just getting things in the right direction, but things clearly are going in the right direction. I mean, this campus is starving for a winner. I think it's coming. I mean, I was looking at the Jumbotron earlier, and they were playing 1990, the Sweet 16 run. And I think just looking at the recruiting classes coming in, I think watching the growth and development, and they haven't been without their stumbles, of course, but the growth and development of this program from year 1 to year 2, if it can continue to make leaps like that, I think we might be watching the Jumbotron in 15 or 20 years and be talking about hopefully a 2015, a 2016 team that's doing something similar.
I sure hope so. So, as I mentioned, you have a job with the Indiana Pacers right now as a pregame, halftime host. Talk about a little bit what you do and how great of a job that is, opportunity, only 2 years out of college.
Well, yeah, it's a tremendous opportunity, and I owe Chris Denary a lot of thanks for that. He's the TV voice of the Pacers and lives in my neighborhood, and I've known him for almost my whole life. But yeah, I mean, I'm incredibly lucky, incredibly happy to be where I am. I do the pregame, the halftime on the radio. I'm a sideline reporter for the radio, and then I do post-game in the locker room on TV. And there's some various other roles they have me doing as well. I couldn't have set up or imagined a better first couple of years, and I consider myself pretty lucky, pretty fortunate. And it all goes back to the relationships, I think, that you forge through your time here at Ball State and continue on. But very lucky to be where I am and very happy to be back here.
Well, Pat Boylan, a Ball State SportsLink great. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll sit down with Matt Organ and Dylan Welch and go over the first half stats. Until then, you're watching Ball State SportsLink TV.
What is it going to take for the Cardinals to be able to stop Jimmy Hall?
That's the question.
As I mentioned, it's the job of the guards making it uncomfortable for him in the post, as well as the starting position for the post defender. Getting the guy to start out 2-3 steps off the block makes it a lot harder for him to work his way down underneath. Too many times he caught the ball right on the block or inside the block, and then it was easy for him to score.
Now, guys, we talked about what Ball State has to change coming out of the locker room. If you're Kent State, you're starting to kind of put the pedal down before we go to the break there. What do they have to do to keep the pressure on?
When I was playing basketball, the one thing that the coach always stressed, the first 5 minutes of the second half make or break a game. You can either break the back of the other team, break their spirits, and end the game right off the bat, or keep them hanging around. Anything can happen at the end of the game.
If you're Kent State, obviously you got to try to go back to Hall. The Cardinals really don't have a great matchup. Coach Whitford's going to try to draw something out, but if you go back to Hall, then again, when you get so many people down low, you're going to open up something outside.
I think one thing to watch here, guys, one of Coach James Whitford's signatures here at Ball State is the pack line defense, where defenders pack the paint, focus on not giving up easy drives to the basket. Obviously tonight with Jimmy Hall, that they haven't done a great job of that so far. However, Kent State, on the other hand, does not play the pack line. They're aggressive all the way out to the perimeter, try and limit those perimeter shots for Ball State.